I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be doing a story time. I posted on my Instagram not too long ago what you guys wanted me to do. Some of y'all put story time and some of y'all put vlogs, pranks, and challenges. And I decided to do a story time because there's something that I do want to share with you guys. If you guys did not know, if you didn't see by the title, my dog ran away for 3 days. So I'm going to tell you guys all the details and what happened once we get into the video. So, let's just get into the video. Alright, so my dog ran away for 3 days, and it all started it was like the last few days of school. And I was on my way to school, and not on my way to school. I was getting my stuff to go to school. And my mom was like, okay, Jaden, when you come downstairs, bring Jake back in. So I was like, okay. So I go downstairs because it's, about time for me to leave. And I go and get my dog. So I'm just like, Jake, come here, buddy. Come on, let's go. Right? So I'm calling him. And he's not responding. He's not coming up the stairs. So I'm just like, what's going on? So I go down there and I don't see him. So I go and grab my phone and I call my mom and I'm just like, hey mom, like I don't see Jake. I don't know where he is. Like I was freaking out at that time. At first I was just like, I don't know what to do. Like I don't know. And then she was like, okay, look one more time, look in the house. So I looked all around the house. And remind you, this was a school day. So I was like, probably about to miss the bus. So I call my mom. I look around the house. I look outside again. And I don't see him. So I call her right back. And then I just started bursting into tears, you guys. So she was like, okay, calm down. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't calm down. Like, our dog is gone, because my dog means so much to me. He's only 5 years old. So, she was like, okay, calm down. All right, so what I want you to do is get your stuff for school and go outside and go look for him, So I was like, but I'm going to miss the bus. And the thing I was most worried about was missing the bus. Boy, if was the most stupidest thing worrying about, but that's one of the things I was worried about. I was like, I'm gonna miss the bus. How am I gonna go to school? So it was like, how should I say? It was like around 8. Let's see, because I leave the house around 8:26. So it was like around 8:30 at that time. So I'm going outside, looking around my dog, and then this car pulls up like right beside me, and that never happens to me, so I'm like kind of scared at the same time. So she was just like, are you looking for like a small doll that's like black and gold? I was like, yes. She was like, he went that way. I was like, okay, thank you so much. She was like, you're welcome. So I'm going and I'm looking for my dog, and she was helping me out, so she went the other way and everything, and I went the opposite way of her so I can go look for him. So I'm going down all the streets and everything, and she's going down all the streets as well. So I meet up with her at this spot. Like, she just pulls up and she says, I couldn't find him. I'm so sorry. I hope you find him. I said, thank you so much. So she pulls away, and I'm like freaking out at that time because I thought she had him in the car with her and would give him to me, because like I wanted my dog right at that moment. And so I'm going and looking around, and I like do not see him at all. So I call my mom again, and I'm just like, Mom, I can't find him. And I started crying, and I'm just walking to my bus stop, because at that time I was just like, I give up. Like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I can't go through this type of pain. So I'm like done. I just can't do it. So I'm calling her and was like, Mom, like we couldn't find him and blah blah blah. And she was just like, go look for him. Come on, you got like. And I was like, I can't, I'm gonna miss the bus. And she started yelling at me, and I was just like, why are you yelling at me? Like, I'm suffering here. Like, why are you yelling at me? Whatever. So she told me to like, do you want to go to school and know that you gave up looking for your dog, or do you want to go look for your dog? I said, I want to go look for him, but I'm gonna miss the bus. I don't know what you want me to do, because she was already on the way to work. So I put my stuff down at the bus stop, and everybody was looking at me, and I was just like, you know what, I don't even care at this point. And my friend, she was just like, are you okay? And I was just like, no, I'm not okay. Like, I lost Jake. And she loves him too. So I was just like, I lost Jake. Like, I can't find him at all. And so she was just like, oh my God, oh my God. And so I went down the street that was closer to my bus stop just in case the bus came so I can go, but I never went. So I went down that my grandma called. So anyways, where was I? So yeah, I was calling him and everybody's telling me like, Jaden, the bus is coming, it's here. And I'm just like, go, just go, leave. And I was just telling them to go because they kept telling me like, come on, and the bus was just sitting there. I'm just like, go, like, leave. Like, I'm trying to look for my dog here. You think I want to go to school now? And so I just keep going around, and I like keep an eye on my book bag because it's just sitting there at the bus stop. So I just leave it there while I go look around, and I didn't see him. So my mom was driving all the way from work, and she came back and she was like, get in the car. So we got in the car, I got my book bag, and we started calling my dog's name. And at that point I was just shook. Like at that point I cried too much to the point I couldn't, like, tears wouldn't come out my eyes. Like, I was sad, I was having a headache, I didn't know what to do. Like, I was freaking out to the point I was like shaking. So after that, like, after so much, like, we went around the neighborhood I think 2 or 3 times, and at that point she was like, okay, what time does school start, what time does first period start? And I think that was a time where like our schedule was like switched up a little bit, so it was too much chaos for me, and everybody was asking me what happened, what's wrong, because I wasn't in the mood at all that day. So when my mom drove me to school because like we live like 5 minutes away. So my mom drove me to school, and I went there kind of just in time. I kind of missed the advisement, but it was fine, whatever. So I went to school, and everybody was just asking me, is everything okay? Is everything okay? I was like, no, I'm not okay. I lost my dog. So that day went by, and then it was the second day. So the second day, we went around again looking for my dog. So we put flyers around in our neighborhood and other people's neighborhood, around the racetrack, and around like my school and everything, so people would know, like, if you find our dog, you get this, call this, So we put those around, and my mom has a friend in our neighborhood. So this was like the next day. So it was volleyball practice. I came home from volleyball practice that Thursday. So he was gone for Tuesday and Wednesday. So the next day, which was Thursday, I came from volleyball practice and I came home. So we drove home, and then my mom was just like, okay, I'm like gonna call my friend, right? And she lives in our neighborhood. So she called her. She was just like, well, this person texted me and asked me if this was our dog, and I said yes. And she never responded after that. Like, the lady that texted my mom never responded. And we didn't know if she, like, when we said, yeah, that was our dog, we didn't know if she was trying to keep him or she just didn't see us text her. So at that time, we were like, what is she trying to do? Like, why is she doing this? Why is she not answering? Like, we lost her dog. She knows we're in pain. So my mom gets her friend, and she calls her. She was like, okay, can you figure out what this lady's phone number is? So she typed in her name, and she found 2 phone numbers. So the first phone number didn't work, and we were trying to think like, did she block her on my mom's phone? So we tried it on my phone. So like, I called that number on my phone, and it worked. So the lady answered. She was just like, my mom was just like, hi, is this so-and-so? Like, I'm not gonna say the name, but she was like, hi, is this so-and-so? She was like, no, this is her mom. So we're like, okay, great. So we lost her dog, and she texted me saying, is this our dog? And she said yes. And she was like, yeah, is it a small dog, a Yorkie, black and gold? She was like, yes. She's like, it's a boy, right? We were like, yeah. And so after that, they were like, yeah, we have him. He's such a sweet little guy. We're like, okay, you can stop talking. We just want our dog, right? So she was just like, yeah, he's such a sweet little boy and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, okay, lady, just shut up. And so after that, she was just like, yeah, I'll have her call you and you can talk that out with her. We were like, okay. So the lady called my mom and she was just like, yeah, if it's okay, can I like meet you somewhere like we're just in pain and I don't know what I'll do whatever it takes. I'll pay you. I'll do whatever, like whatever, right? So she sounded like she didn't want to give him back to us, but at the same time he did. So the guy, her husband, we met at the racetrack right next to our house, and he was just like, yeah, he was over here and nobody acted like they lost our dog. And the way he got out was in our backyard. He went through this hole and ran to racetrack. So he was like, yeah, he was here and nobody acted like they lost their dog. So I took him and they took him to the vet and everything, and it turned out he had a bladder infection. And when we heard that, we were like devastated and we felt so bad because we knew he probably had used the restroom. We knew he was hungry. And when we got him back, like, he was so light. Like it felt like he hasn't eaten, like, well, he probably hasn't, but it felt like he hasn't eaten in like 5 days instead of 3. So like he was super light. And when I got him, I was just crying and everything, but he acted like he didn't know that he was gone, you know? So when I got him in my hands, I was just like, oh my God, and I just started hugging him, and my mom was like, thank you so much, and blah, 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 and he was like, you're welcome, I hope you guys have a nice day. So we went home that day, and it was like at 11 something at night, and 10 or 11 something, it's probably 10. And when we got him back, we were just so happy, and we were just hugging him. And like when we put his food down, like he went straight to it. So that's how we knew like he was like really hungry. And you know, it was just like the best day or whatever. But yeah, so he ran away for 3 days, and it was like the most devastating 3 days of my life. And I had tryouts those 2 days, and the first day of tryouts I couldn't do it because I was just going through so much pain that day. And the day that we found out that we were going to be able to get him was like the best. And if you understand what I'm talking about, if you understand what I was going through, then you know it's easier for you guys to understand, because you know the pain that I went through. Some of you guys are probably saying it's just a dog, get another one, but like he's been with me since I was like 9 years old. So yeah. But anyways, we have him back and everything is good. So I hope you guys, so yeah, that's it for today's video. It probably wasn't even that long, but I hope you guys had an amazing, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below more things you guys want me to do, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you can, and tell your friends and family to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Comment down below more things you guys want me to do. Alright, bye.